Grand Chief, you spoke yesterday. We heard some of your reaction immediately after the sentencing. Now that you've had a little bit more time to process everything, what's been going through your mind?
It was very bittersweet in terms of being able to hear what Justice Glenn Joyal said at the sentencing, and to be able to hear that the serial killer was going to get 25 years, and hopefully that's a lifetime for him. And we can't always be forgiving as a people when it comes to our women and our vulnerable women that are out there. And that I was happy that he did get the 25 years. Should have been more, obviously, but that's beyond our control. So I'm happy that he's going to be in jail for the next 25 years. But that shouldn't stop at that as well, because it sets a clear precedent in terms of that we're no longer going to tolerate violence against our women in the province of Manitoba. And that's something that we have worked hard on, to be able to ensure that that we are here and that we have a voice now. And we have a very loud voice here in the province of Manitoba, as well as in Canada. And that's something that we have said, and that's something that we have, that we hold the province accountable to as well.
You mentioned the concurrent life sentences. Chief Justice Joyal even touched on that, and that having to rely really on the parole board years from now, which hasn't always been that reliable, I think we can say as well. But does AMC have any plans to pursue perhaps changes to the law in the future, so that anyone who does these types of crimes target Indigenous women racially, that wouldn't be concurrent?
Yes, hopefully that's something that the Assembly of Manitoba Chiefs can pursue and can work on within a period of time, so that that it never happens again, and that everybody that's being charged has to be accountable to what they're being charged with. He killed 4 women. And he should be able to charge him for the 4 lives that he took.
Speaking of Chief Joyal, there were some different things this time around in the way that the courtroom was set up, things that happened in the courtroom, providing time for victim and community impact statements. How do you feel that Chief Justice Joyal handled this trial?
He handled it really well, for giving an opportunity to myself, as well as through for the Assembly of Manitoba Chiefs, as well as to the impacted families. And it was very good to be able to say what we needed to say, and that as a leader from the Assembly of Manitoba Chiefs, I speak on behalf of First Nations. And what happened, it brought an awareness to the long outstanding issue of genocide in this country when it comes to our missing and murdered Indigenous women. And nobody really wants to say that, right? But it's the truth. And that's something that that we need to ensure for our youth, our young people, that they be very much aware, and they be very much be able to speak to the issues that we bring to them, that they learn them, that this should never ever happen again in this good country of ours that we call Canada.
Grand Chief, lastly here, you've been on the front lines of this since the beginning, criticizing police, criticizing Premier Canoe when things weren't getting done. I guess, why has this last few years been so important for you to remain on this, and what's been the impact on yourself?
It's been really hard. And not hard in a way of the work. It's hard work. And for myself as the leader of the Assembly of Manitoba Chiefs, being a woman and being a mother and seeing the impacts that it has on the families, that you just want to be there to be able to comfort them in what they're struggling and what they're going through. So that was really hard for me to be able to do that. But it wasn't hard for me to go to government and to ensure that they be able to fund the landfill surge and whatnot. And so we were there, and I'm glad that the Premier did state prior to him becoming Premier that was one of the things that he would do as a Premier, was to search the landfill. And so we did all the work, and we went to Ottawa, we went to the province to be able to ensure that the search was going to happen. So we're there now, and hopefully that the search will happen within a short period of time.
Well, Grand Chief, I know a lot of people have looked to you for your leadership on this, and there's much more work to do ahead in the days to come, but appreciate you taking some time for us here today.
Okay, great. Thank you so much, Dennis.